Hey everybody, it's me Tori, and today I wanted to share with you 2 secrets as to how and why my artwork started to sell. So I was just like you, if you're watching this, creating and hoping one day that my artwork would sell and just like expecting it to happen one day and maybe my career would take off. It's not really how it happened, although that would have been pretty sweet. And if that happened to you, please comment because I want to know your secret. But the secret to my success with when and why, how my artwork started to leave, started with the first thing, which was self-acceptance. Yes, simple, but effective. And what I mean by that is I literally stopped judging myself, okay? We judge ourselves so often as human beings. What emotions we feel, maybe we said the wrong thing when we're meeting somebody new. Maybe we're creating a piece of artwork and then the first thing we do is just judge the way it looks because it didn't look like how it was supposed to look in our heads. The judgment is real and it happens all the time. And now in my previous videos, I've shared that we are human making machines. We're contrast making machines in the sense that we need contrast to know what we do and what we don't want. But when it comes to our creations and what we're outputting into the world, we're our worst enemy. And the first way that will actually shift who is purchasing your artwork and how is by you stop judging it. Okay, so what? My artwork doesn't look like Picasso's and it's not on the same level as Van Gogh, but it's on its own level, which it cannot be compared to because we are separate beings. Literally, we cannot replicate the same work. And what was considered amazing then is different now. And in fact, it doesn't actually matter what it looks like. I've been to the MoMA, the Met, many art museums, and I've been attracted to artwork that is seemingly naive and very simple. But it's so much more than that because of the profound emotions it carries. We are creating snapshots in time. We are literally taking energy and making it something physical, and that is art. That is creation. And the reason why we're sometimes so moved by artwork is not what it looks like. Sure, we can appreciate it, right? You can't compare my work to someone who's painting realism, and I can't compare a realism work to someone that is painting abstract color because they're just not on the same level. There is no level. They're on their own tertiary. And it's the emotion that we take and we put into our artwork that makes it sell. So the moment you start to judge your work, you're really saying is I'm judging myself because you're not giving yourself the space to feel freely and create freely. Literally, that's it. Because the moment we stop judging ourselves, we stop judging ourselves in every other aspect of our life. And this isn't going to happen overnight, okay, people? Like, we have been building hardened neural pathways and we're just going to re-chisel a new way. And that means just observing, okay? We're just going to simply observe when we step into judgment. And instead of beating ourselves up and judging ourselves further when we see it, we are going to just allow ourselves to judge ourselves and go, okay, I'm judging myself here and that's okay. And it's okay that I feel scared and it's okay that I'm worried. And I'm gonna let myself feel worried. And maybe I need to go all the way down the rabbit hole and feel what it feels like until I get bored of this emotion. Most of the time for me, I will feel afraid or scared or judged. And then I will tell myself that I just know another truth. I'm not trying to replace the negative thought with a positive thought. That's not the case. I'm again giving myself the space to feel, saying, okay, I'm in judgment, and that's okay. It's okay. It doesn't impact my ability to sell artwork. It doesn't impact my success, my worth, my identity, my safety, my money, my flow. It doesn't have to. It's just an emotion, and it isn't my truth. I know now differently that I can feel how I feel and know something different. There is space for both. And I encourage you to start trying that and let me know how that goes by commenting below. And if you've gone through something similar like this, I want to hear your experience. The second thing that's going to help your artwork sell is coming from a place of service, okay? Not painting to sell artwork. That is like a sure way to fail. No one goes into the artistry trying to make millions of dollars off their artwork. That's not really how it works, right? I wish, like, believe me, I thought when I first started this work, that's what was going to happen to me, but it wasn't. It kicked my ass because it made me connect with how I'm contributing to the world at large. Okay, you might think, how the hell are we contributing by painting? Well, it's your duty. It's your gift to translate your experience for others, because I know that when I paint, I'm connecting to something bigger than myself because of that feeling you get when you're painting, which is like presence, flow, love, ease, quietness. Maybe it even can feel agonizing at once, but at least it's releasing, right? And that is our connection to something bigger, the universe. And so when anyone comes in contact with that piece, whether they buy it or not, or simply see it on YouTube in my background, I know you are forever changed, because now you get the opportunity to connect with something larger than yourself, like the universe, and feel something maybe you haven't felt before. And that is why artwork is successful. You will take your time to find your own why, but I recommend coming from it from that perspective. How do people benefit off just seeing your artwork? Not necessarily buying it, but being in its presence. And so I would recommend every day you ask yourself that question by journaling, by having a conversation, by talking to yourself, because once we get connected to that why and it becomes an unbreakable knowing, that's when we create that flow. Compared and added with the non-judgment, you're unstoppable. So those are my 2 tips on how to start selling your artwork by moving through self-acceptance. And I want to know how it works for you by commenting below, sharing this with anybody who you think needs to hear it, and subscribing to my page. And I will talk to you guys later.